if you're doing this diet, I'm confident that you've already did your research. You looked on YouTube to see how many people was doing it, and you heard how many of these people did it a specific way. It sounds very, very, very consistent. This is probably one of the most consistent diets that I've heard across any social media platform. So if you're going against the grain of that, then obviously you know you're doing it wrong. You know you're trying to fix something and make it more comfortable for you. What's going on, TR Fit fam, YouTube? You already know what time it is. If you are new to the channel, like, share, subscribe, do all the YouTube stuff. This hits your algorithm for a reason. You're not here by coincidence. You're here for a reason. Outside of that, let's get right to it. If you've seen the thumbnail, you already know what it is. Jazz, aka my birthday twin, my young blood. So don't be too hard on her. I will fight. If you're curious to know who Jazz is, she's one of the workers / members at the gym I go to, TR Fit Club. And I convinced her to try the carnivore diet, pulling her teeth a little bit to do it. And she finally did it, gave in. And I followed her progress for a month. At the end of the challenge, she came out and said that the carnivore diet is better for men, not for women. And she kind of said that reluctantly, but she kind of meant it in her case. And I'm going to break down the reasons why, but we're also going to dig into her progress. And then from there, I'm going to go over the 3 major reasons why I believe carnivore isn't working for you. I don't believe that these reasons are gender specific. I think it is the reason why it's not working across the board for just about anybody. So with that said, do me a favor, open your attention span just a little bit more. I'm going to do things a little bit different. I'm going to go back and forth from the clip so you can kind of see hands-on. Like I said, I've been documenting it for a month, and I'm finally putting it together. We tried to record it a little bit earlier, and the mic gave out on me, and I just wasn't paying attention. But now, I'm just going to go back and do it on my own and go back to the clips that we had. So, let's get to it.
My highest weight was 250.
250?
Yeah. When I started coming here, I was 213.
213 when you started coming here?
Yeah.
Got down to
180. So
180. They can do the math.
So
got down to 180.
Like 33.
Now currently
back at 200.
So that's
back at 200.
Now it's kind of like at a plateau. Started working out consistently.
Yep.
And now it's a plateau. So you're trying carnivore first time. See how that works.
Yes.
I put her on to my Connect. My meat plug.
Mm-hmm.
Pause. So far, first week, day 1.
Yeah.
Let's get it. 202. 202 starting weight is the 15th of
May.
All right. 15th of May. Come on. It is week 2 for Jazz. Now, granted, we'll go into detail, but it's a strong possibility
that I gain weight.
That she gain weight, but that's not a reason to get held up. But hopefully, it's not the case because it's not a goal. Let's get it. Let's get it, Jazz. Oh, that wasn't the case. Wasn't the case. Did you have a cheat day this weekend?
Yes, I did.
Had a cheat day. What did you eat on your cheat day?
20 wings. 20 wings and mozzarella sticks. And I had some chips too.
So chips, mozzarella sticks. And that was on Saturday, right?
Yeah, Saturday.
And then Sunday you went right back at it?
Mm-hmm.
So far, 6-1.
Yes.
Carnivore. No additional cheating outside of that Saturday, right?
Nope.
And that is, it was 202
yeah, something like that.
to 190, what was that? 197. Okay. That's week 1. Down the look, she gonna talk. Now she gotta go eat some snacks.
No, I'm not.
So as you see, after the first week, Jazz lost 5 pounds. Now let's fast forward to week 2 or 3, if I'm not mistaken.
It was from 202 to 197. Joe, relax. 202, 197 to now what?
Don't say it all out.
What you eat this weekend, Jazz?
Like me.
Making food on Saturday, but I didn't finish it, so I saved the rest for Sunday. Had the rest of it on Sunday, and then I had fried chicken wings, collard greens, and peach cobbler.
How many days of eating bad or eating the way you wasn't supposed to
It
be
was
eating?
just 2.
2 days?
It was just Saturday and Sunday.
What about
I
yesterday?
ate good on Monday.
You did?
Yeah, I went right back.
It's only 198.
Oh,
Ain't too
so it
bad.
count?
Yeah, it's only. I was just messing with you.
Still not what?
What happened, Jazz?
All right, so I recalled my error. So I had a lot of chips on Friday night.
What kind of chips?
Ruffles.
Ruffles?
The LeBron ones.
Yeah.
the
Barbecue, spicy.
Spicy ones.
Spicy barbecue. I know exactly what you're talking about.
They weren't that good though, so I threw the bag away. And then I went to work on Saturday, and we had the regular ones. And so I took those home, started eating them, finished them Sunday morning.
How big a bag we talking?
Not the party size, but like the
Close enough? Family size?
under the. No, not family size.
I know you talking about.
It was it's like the,
Alright.
not the small bag, but like the
So if y'all couldn't tell,
mac and cheese.
Jazz was about to break down and boo-hoo all the way home. All the way home because she gained a pound. So the point in me even recording her, so she knows, my point is, break down what you really did, because the plan is still 6 and 1. Now some people can't handle doing 6 and 1.
It was a holiday.
Not starting up, but it was a holiday. I'll give you that. So the holiday weekend is what destroyed it. First week she still lost 5 pounds doing 6 and 1. That means carnivore, 6 days, 1 day, doing whatever she wanted. But that 1 day turned into 2 days. That 2 days turned into 1 pound. So when you go back and actually break down if you are staying consistent and following it, you understand that you probably wasn't. Like you probably really did go still off the rail, even with the cheat day in mind. So lock back in. Stop being depressed. Stop stop trying to act like you trying to find out it ain't working. That's the first thing girls do. It ain't working now. Nah, it's working.
The time of the month excuse to.
Yeah, exactly. It ain't that time.
above.
It ain't that time. Let's get it. Don't go too far. Oh, here she go. She triple checking the weight to make sure.
Make sure it's accurate.
Okay. Yep, 5 on the dot. So, it's been a month of
Yesterday.
kind of consistent, kind of not at all, but it's all
I
good.
was consistent until this last week.
Okay, let's get it.
Where you at? What you think?
I don't know. 98. 98.
197.4, still under 200.
Where was you at your heaviest?
What you mean, heavy?
Like 2 weeks, like before you did it. 202, 5.
202 is so we're gonna break it down. Exactly what happened.
After that first week, the first week was very successful. After that first week, it kind of been up and down like crazy, as you see. And it was like I said, the goal was to get under 200. We did that, but didn't move too much of the needle from there. And I know why. Like, it's kind of common sense to me, but it's still not common to everybody. So with that said, here are 3 reasons why not only Jazz, but also I believe everybody, why they struggle with doing the carnivore diet and seeing the results that they hear other people are getting. And it's not simply doing that same exact thing for them. First reason I believe people struggle with the carnivore diet is because they rush to introduce new foods. Beef, steak, eggs, cheese is a great start. Stay right there. Don't move from it. Don't deviate from it. Stick to it. Enjoy it. You'll develop a taste for it. Not only will you develop a taste for it, but you'll get rid of a lot of the cravings that you would typically get. So just stick with it and kind of stick it out. Trying to introduce new foods too soon typically leads to you going off the rail. And obviously that's never the goal. You never want to go off the rail. You want to stay consistent in what you do. So I'll use Jazz for instance. Jazz, the first week, she lost 5 pounds. Why did that happen? Because all she ate was beef, steak, cheese, and eggs. That was it. 2 meals, portioned out. And I can go over that too. I can go over that in detail too if you want another video, but I will be here all day if we talk about that. Now, that following week, what happened was Jazz started thinking about, okay, well, I ate this. Okay, I can add this now. So I went from just beef, steak, eggs, and cheese to, okay, let me try chicken this week and salmon this week and also a little bit of beef.
So what's the bet?
196.
192.
Cat.
20 push-ups if it's 192.
I can't even do one.
Let's get it.
Nah, if it's not, it's Roja.
95. Let's pour it closer to me.
And then from there, what happened was that weight didn't move as fast as it was supposed to. This is a heavily beef diet. Not saying you can't do it with chicken, but changing so quickly without seeing the results through, not following through with it, can deviate you from where your goals are or where you're headed towards. Once again, I'm not saying chicken isn't carnivore, but I'm personally still getting more and more familiar with the diet, and beef is pretty much where it's at. Beef is it. beef is the way to go. So adding chicken and salmon and all that other stuff, yeah, it's cool. It's a nice little switch up. I do it from time to time as well, but beef is the go-to. And if you deviate too soon, what's going to happen is you're not going to find out what works. You're going to jump from thing to thing and then instantly blame the diet. Second reason I think carnivore isn't working for some people is you're cheating too much. Cheating too much. Now for me, y'all hear me say it all the time, I'm a 6-in-1 guy. 6 days on, 1 day off. I'm doing my cheat meal. It is what it is. Some people are fans of it. Some people aren't. I'm in this for the look. I'm not in it just for the health benefit sides. The health benefits comes along with it, but I do want to look and feel good the rest of my life. There's a thing on social media that said I want to be able to kick my kids behinds for the rest of my life. Yeah, that's me. That's me. I don't want them to be able to whip me in nothing until they truly whip me in something. I am headed in that right direction, I should say that. But with that said, to have a sustainable diet is more important to me than having a super restricted killer no hard's bar. I'm sticking to this type of diet. I'd rather have something I can stay more consistent with on a regimen than have something that just restricts me from everything and has me thinking about what I'm missing in food. But with that said, if you have cheat days, you have to have a designated cheat day or a designated cheat meal. End it. When that time is done, I don't care how much food you bought, throw it away. Throw it away, get rid of it, start over, get back on track, stay on track, and then do it all over again. If you don't have discipline to do that, you probably shouldn't have cheat days. You probably should figure something out and figure out a regimen that works for you, or figure out something that helps you stay and hold yourself a little bit more accountable if you're going to do cheat days. Jazz went from a cheat day to letting that cheat day be leftovers, for the leftovers being I'm eating them now, that turning on to I'm going to keep on snacking, why not? It is what it is, I'll just turn it back on Monday. And when people do that, you get all them calories. Like I said, the carnivore diet is one of those, you hear it all the time, you don't have to count your calories, you don't have to do that. Yes, that's if you're not doing cheat days. If you were doing cheat days, you might not have to count those other 6 days, but start paying attention to your cheat days. See how many calories you're consuming, because if you're doing too much, it might be counterproductive for what you're trying to do when you're following the carnivore diet, or even the animal-based or meat and fruit, or even keto diet. My last point is simply having discipline and stop trying to fix what isn't broken. What I mean by that is adding foods way too soon, trying to switch up something. If something is working consistently, then why switch it? Why switch it? It's not broken. It's been working. Stick to it. Stick to your guns. This is what's working. Not only is it working for you, it's been working for other people in the past. If you're doing this diet, I'm confident that you've already did your research. You looked on YouTube to see how many people was doing it, and you heard how many of these people did it a specific way. It sounds very, very, very consistent. It's probably one of the most consistent diets that I've heard across any social media platform. So if you're going against the grain of that, then obviously you know you're doing it wrong. You know you're trying to fix something and make it more comfortable for you. I am all about sustainability. If it's not sustainable, not gonna be able to stick with it. It is what it is. But there's a thin line between sustainability and just being weak, undisciplined, not holding yourself accountable. The list goes on and on. I think you get what I'm saying. If you can't make that switch, at some point you got to make the switch. That's just is what it is. The accountability and the consistency and the sustainability comes with discipline. It comes with discipline. You have to have some type of discipline to be able to stay on track, keep control, and to continue to see the results that you're trying to get. Sustainability doesn't mean okay, I love cheeseburgers and pizza. So instead of eating a full cheeseburger and a full pizza, I'm gonna cut it in half. That's not what I mean by sustainability. If you're doing a carnivore diet, stick with the carnivore diet. You know what that looks like. Stick with that. Make that a sustainable, suitable diet for yourself. Even with cheat days, you have to make sure that fits within your own personal goals. You're not just doing it and the food has the power. The food doesn't have the power. Your mind should have the power. Your goals should have more power. Your faith should have the power. Not to make this a religious post or force religion down anybody's throat, but the Bible talks about gluttony similar to how it talks about drunkards. They compare food to alcohol. That's for a reason, because food has an uncontrollable power over, especially America, has an uncontrollable power over us that we need to get in control. So the sustainability isn't making all the foods I typically would eat work in this. No, that's not what that is. Sustainability is taking what I have and making it work for me to the best of the ability, and then adjusting everything else from there. Now that that is out the way, I want to go more into touch base to why Jazz said it was more of a man's diet than it is a woman's diet. So me personally, I had more of a whatever I ate came out extremely fast going through this process. Hers was the complete opposite. So let's just put it like that to keep it PG. Hers, she wasn't using the bathroom like almost for days at a time. So obviously that's a concern. Clear as day, that's a concern. Now, granted, I've been doing a lot of research on this, and I've seen a lot of people who had that same similar testimony. So if that happens to you mentally, you're going to say, okay, something's wrong. I probably need to switch up. So that's understandable. So because her body reacted that way, I personally just simply say, yo, just add fruit and see how that works from there. Doesn't mean give up. It means it makes adjustments. Make it sustainable, make it work for you. Because obviously at the end of the day, the goal is to find what works for you. All right, that's all I got. Y'all already know the drill. Do me a favor, like, share, subscribe. And the biggest thing I want y'all to do, you already know, light up the comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you had the similar issues that Jazz had, if your story's closer to mine, if you can be helpful with information. All the information is great. Information is key. We're not getting too much help from doctors these days. So we have to do the research and the gather the information on our own, if you know what I mean. So let's continue to do that. Other than that, y'all know the drill. If you need workouts, go ahead. I'm gonna leave links below for online workouts, online programs, whole 9 yards. Outside of that, I'll see y'all next time.